right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. 25 minutes after the hour, y'all. Listen, so a lot of stuff is going on. We got the one and only Bishop William Barber on with us this morning. So happy to have you. Always happy to have you on the show. I just absolutely love it. I have so much love and respect for you. William Barber, good morning, Bishop.
Thank you, Doc. Thank you. Do I have an echo?
No, I think you're good.
Oh, I'm good. Okay. But Doc, listen, I'm so glad that what you're doing, and I want to drop some stuff on the folks because I want people to understand what's going on. Yesterday, we saw the United States Senate with McConnell choose to put one woman on the court for life rather than protect people from going in a casket. I mean, that's some serious stuff, Doc. To choose one woman on the court rather than protecting people from being put in a casket. They'd rather stack the court than pass a stimulus. But what people need to know is that's people who got elected doing that. Now, that doesn't have to be. But it means we've got to turn out the vote. And I want to talk about this specifically. I know the news people are saying 62 million people have voted, and that's powerful and great. This is what I need folks to know. 62 million people have voted, but the last election in 2016, the total vote count was 127 million votes. So we're a long way from finishing this thing. Y'all are doing great, but we're a long ways from finishing this thing.
Yes, sir.
What you also need to know is in the last election, Donald Trump got 62 million votes. Hillary got 65 million votes. That's right. This is what I just said. He got 62 million. She got 65. He's president. She got 48% of the vote. He got 46% of the vote. She's president. Why? Because it's not just the popular vote. It's the Electoral College. And that means if we understand that we're serious about this election, here's some states that have got to turn out. Folks, y'all are listening to the Rickey Smiley Show. He's trying to make sure you know what the deal is. Wisconsin got to turn. Michigan has to turn out. Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Florida has to turn out. Ohio has to turn out. These are critical states when it comes down to the Electoral College. And then finally, you need to know, for the first time in history, you have 3 black men that are vying for the United States Senate. And they really have an opportunity to be in the United States. We've never seen this, Rickey, in history. You've got Warnock in Georgia. You have Harrison in South Carolina. You have Espy. Now, I'm not parsing that history. I'm just telling you who they are. It's up to you who you vote for. But this is serious business. And so we need folk in these states, Mississippi and Georgia and North Carolina and South Carolina and Wisconsin and Ohio and Pennsylvania and Michigan. I'm naming those states because those are critical states when it comes to the Electoral College. In America, it's not just the popular vote. It's the Electoral College. And that's 270. 270 is what you have to get to be president. You can actually lose the popular vote and still win the Electoral College. That's serious stuff that folk need to know.
Man, listen. So go ahead, Kate. Go ahead, Kate.
Yeah. So Bishop Barber, President Trump's son-in-law and top advisor Jared Kushner said that Trump policies help the black community, quote, break out of the problems that they're complaining about, but he can't want them to be successful more than they want to be successful. What are your thoughts on this statement?
Yeah, you almost made me cuss this morning on this show.
Let it out. Hey, Bishop, go ahead and get it out your system, Bishop. Get it out.
First of all, that makes absolutely no sense. Number one, Trump said he did more for African Americans than Abraham, only president other than Abraham. That's just foolishness. Trump's policies, if you think about it right now, millions of people have lost health care. That's Trump's policies. He wants to take health care and end Obamacare. That's going to hurt millions of people. He claims that he did so much for black people in terms of unemployment. No, he inherited going there. What he did doesn't even compare to how far the unemployment rate dropped under Obama. He has lied about voter fraud. He has refused to support restoring the Voting Rights Act, which would lift black people up. He claims that he wants to do something with Tim Scott about opportunity zones. First of all, Democrats started the whole issue of opportunity zones. And Tim Scott in North Carolina, even though he's black, he votes all the time against the interests of black people, even in South Carolina. Kushner, that's an old line. In other words, what he really is saying is y'all don't want to do any better. And he's done all this stuff, but he can't help people. That and the racist line is that's lazy and want to do anything anyway. I mean, it's an old line that comes out of a racist attitude toward black folks. What we really need to recognize is that Trump has been bad for black America. He's been bad for America. We got 30-some million people right now facing evictions. We've got millions and millions of people that are unemployed. The black folk are 5 times more likely poor folk, black folk, that die from COVID because he's in up response to COVID. If you could just go down the line and unpack how negative he's been toward black people, brown people, indigenous people, and even white people. I mean, Trump's so bad that he's hurt the folk that voted for him for the most part. And his policies are just bad. His appointments to the Supreme Court, they are against voting. Before they were even on the Supreme Court, they were against voting rights. They're against labor rights. They primarily vote in ways on the courts to treat corporations like people and people like things. I mean, all you have to do is just go down his policy. But what they are good at is lying with a straight face. I will give them that. They will tell a lie with a straight face every day. You just have to know the truth. And the best thing we could do is not be mad with Kushner, but go ahead on and turn these votes out, and we can change all of this.
So, Bishop, this question right here, people decided that since there were so many disparities with the mail-in voting, people decided to get up and put their life at risk and stand in line and vote. How does that look, Bishop?
It is a terrible reality, Rick, and this is the thing we need to know. Again, the Senate would choose one woman for the court, not protect her with a stimulus. The Black Caucus and others asked for millions of dollars to expand the vote, to put more precincts in place, more voting precincts. They refused. I mean, what you see with these lines is deliberate voter suppression. You knew the vote. It's not like the election snuck up on you. You knew it was going to be in October and November. Election day is in November. Early vote probably start in October. We've known this. We've known this ever since 2016. It doesn't change. And so all this time there could have been plans. But what we're seeing now is a system that is designed to create a suppression. What we have to do is there's only one way to overcome voter suppression. You have to have voter aggression and voter participation, and you have to have voter determination. That's why we got to vote like never before. Yes, 62 million already, but even if 127 million people vote, Rickey, that's still 100 million people that haven't voted. Hear me now. Even if you get to 127 million, that's still 100 million that did not vote. So we need people to turn out. We don't know what it would look like if 75% of the people in this country vote. That's what we need. We need that kind of turnout, 75, 80% of the people to turn out, take the election, and then after the election, we got to work on these processes. But right now, put that mask on, double mask if you have to, wear some gloves if you have to, get some water, put a pack on, have something to eat, get your folding chair, stand 6 to 10 feet apart, but do not let them turn you around. Let me give you a quick story because I know you got to go. In 2016, I was in line and they were drive. Excuse me, in 2012, they were driving around with a truck with Obama and Hillary hung on this truck. They had like the effigies. And folks said, "Are you gonna get out of line?" And I said, "No." They said, "Well, make them stop." I said, "Why? Let them drive around. And what we're gonna do is stay right in this line. Stay right in this line, and
right.
Do not let these folks turn you around. Do not do it."
Ladies and
fought for this. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. People have fought and died for this.
And
man, I'm so happy to have you. Now, we look forward to having you on for the next few days as we get into this final stretch. Y'all, please give it up for the president of the nonprofit organization Repairers of the Breach and co-chair of the Poor People's Campaign, good friend of the morning show, Bishop William J. Barber, member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. Hey, we love you, Bishop.
I love you too, Doc. Y'all almost make me cuss, but I'll come back every time.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Now I'm about to bring another member of Alpha Phi Alpha on the show. We got Jeff Johnson coming up next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.